Hello everyone. This is July 1st, Canada Day, 2021. It's 12:30 in the afternoon, 23 degrees Celsius. Sun and clouds and a little bit of a breeze. And this being Canada Day, it's a holiday, we decided to drive out to Peggy's Cove. So I'm going to do a little walk around here, then we'll wind up down at the lighthouse. But first we'll have a look around Peggy's Cove first and see what we got. All right? So we'll start right here with this area, which is the Tourist Information Center. I don't believe it's open today because, well, it might be open. It's not real busy here so far. Not a lot of tourists and visitors, but anyway, there's the Visitor Information Center. It could be open. Yeah, it's open. I see the sign says it's open. So we'll just look at some of these things here. And Peggy's Cove, I was reading a little bit about this, and we'll just give you a quick look at this. Before Peggy's Cove was a community, it was a popular destination among fishermen. But what inspired these fishermen to make this their permanent home? It was the sheltered cove, which offered close proximity to large populations of fish in St. Margaret's Bay, and a safe place to land their catch. So in 1811, 6 fishermen and their families became the first permanent residents of Peggy's Cove. And on it goes like that, and tell you more about it, but that's how it all started, Peggy's Cove. Okay, now we will have a look around here. I'm not going to go in the Visitors Information Center because I don't really need to. It would involve putting on my mask and taking it back off again. And here they're giving you a warning about the waves down by the lighthouse. Okay, don't go down anywhere where the rocks are black. That means the water has come up over the way, up over that high. So don't walk down there because a big wave could come up and wash you right out to sea, and that'd be the end of you. So this is the Visitor Information Center, and yes, it is open, but we're not going in because I don't really need to go in there. So a little plaque down here says, Peggy's Cove. The picturesque village and lighthouse are among the most photographed places in Canada. A romantic folk tale is told about how the cove got its name. Young Peggy was traveling to Halifax to meet her fiancé. When the ship she was on floundered on the rocks, she was rescued by the local folk. And when visitors went to see her, they would say they were going to see Peggy of the Cove. So that's how Peggy's Cove got its name. All right, so now we're going to walk actually down among the little village. It's not a very big place here. If you've never been to Peggy's Cove before, it's I don't think it's even got town status. It's more like a small village. That's what you could call Peggy's Cove, a small village. But in the summertime, it gets a lot of tourists coming here, and it's quite busy in the summer. But most days like this, when it's still a little chilly this morning, it's not cold, but there's a bit of a breeze, and maybe people don't want to come out here on Canada Day, they want to do something else. There's not a lot of things to do on Canada Day this year because of the pandemic and the virus, and a lot of the stuff that we would have is canceled. Not canceled, not even planned, because they knew we was going to be still in the pandemic, and they didn't even make plans for anything. So that says Art Gallery right there. I want to see what the sign says right here before we go any further. It says DeGarth Gallery, Nova Scotia. Okay, and it tells you who this DeGarth fellow was, I think. Okay, he was a carver. He carved all that stuff right there. DeGarth, a monumental work of art. Okay, so he's a carver of things into rocks and stuff like that. Whoa, he never picked up his carving until he was 70. In 1977, at the age of 70, DeGarth picked up his chisels and power tools. Oh no, he was just telling you about when he made this one. Yeah, okay. To release the figures sleeping in the rock for over 10 million years. The figures he carved formed a monument to the hard-working fisherman he adopted of his adopted home, Peggy's Cove. Wow. So there's that. There's the DeGarth Art Gallery. All right, let's move on down the sidewalk, and we will end up at the lighthouse. The lighthouse is the attraction here, but the village is pretty cool too. It looks just like any little fishing village in the Maritimes. A lot of places that look like maybe similar to this in Newfoundland. Little fishing villages. In different parts of Nova Scotia. New Brunswick has places like this. But this one is the tourist destination, Peggy's Cove. There goes the truck driver. So Tom and Finley or something like that. Anyways, let's see. There's washrooms down here. That's good to know that there's washrooms in different spots here. And you don't just have one washroom, you got different places where you can go to the washroom. And I guess that's a new building, it looks like right there. That new washroom facility. And a patio and some tables. Yeah, I think that's all brand new. Peggy's Dogs. A foggy doggy. Oh, they sell hot dogs. A foggy doggy with beef hot dog with a drink is whatever place is not marked in. Seaside sausage, pork sockies, and a soy hot dog. If you're not into meat, you can have a soy hot dog. So, a lot of these things are changed since last time we were here. This is a new sidewalk, a boardwalk area that wasn't here before, and they built it all up so you can see these things. Oh, look at this here. We never was able to walk out here before because this is all brand new. And they don't have the railing on yet, so one must be careful when they don't have the railing. It looks like it's going on top of those poles, but it's not installed yet. Isn't that just beautiful out there? Absolutely beautiful. Okay, I'm just going to turn my phone around back facing me because I want to get a picture of me with this background, and maybe we'll try to use that as my picture to advertise my video. All right, so I turn it around. Wasn't that nice? Beautiful spot here. All right, so hopefully I can salvage a shot from that, and we'll put it on the video. So that's my plan. Okay, so we'll continue on. That's just the most picturesque spot you could imagine. Little sheltered little cove in here, and the ocean out there. Absolutely beautiful. It looks like this building here got raised because they wanted to make it so you could walk on this boardwalk and walk by all these buildings that are here, which they used to be down, and now they're more accessible. If you're on a scooter or a wheelchair or having mobility troubles, you can easily come in here now and see these things. V.M.R. Murphy Fisheries. So these are actually working fisheries. This is not just a tourist thing made to look like this, but these are working fishermen. That's a boat, a fishing boat, and I see they got a forklift there for loading things onto a truck. Yes, I think they load those blue boxes up with fish, and then a truck comes and gets them, and they take them to wherever they're going to be canned or however they're going to sell them. Well, I'm impressed with the work they did in here. Last year, none of this was here. All brand new, all these boardwalks, and this wasn't even here a year ago. I like to get right down and dig into things here and see what things look like. So we'll chance walking in here. It doesn't say no trespassers, so I'm going to take a chance. This looks like a fish plant right here, and they probably don't, there's nobody here today because they're not working, because this is Canada Day. But that's what this would be. This would be a fish plant. And those boxes will be shipped full of fish to markets. I'm going to try to walk right in here. I don't know if I can or not. I might get in trouble, but I'm going to try to walk in here. I just want a good look at this up close to see what a fish plant looks like. This is what you'd see on the wharf. You'd see ropes and nets and things, and there's a fishing boat. Their typical boat, you'd go out on the ocean to fish, and another one over there, and so on. And all these little fish plants, they all look something alike. Well, that was interesting. I don't want to go too far in there because I might get somebody worked up and they say, what are you doing in here? So we'll just kind of take it easy. Don't intrude too much. But as a tourist, I think we have a right to be snoopy, don't we? I think so. All right, back up to our little walk down through Peggy's Cove. If you've never been to Peggy's Cove, you absolutely must make a trip up here. Because this is amazing, this walkway that's here. It wasn't here at all a year ago. Now look at this place. If you were in a wheelchair or a scooter, you could come right through here and see everything. There's an old boat that's seen better days. The bottom's out of it now, and the grass is growing through it, but it was a boat at one time, still the remains of a boat. I think we could probably walk out on that wharf and get a picture of what things look like here. Maybe we will, and maybe we won't. This is absolutely a wonderful picture right here. I see a little dog. Oh, you're so cute. Your dog will be on YouTube.
Oh, great.
Yep. Let's walk out this wharf. I don't think anybody say anything if I walk out here. It's obvious what I'm doing. I've got my gimbal in my hand. It's obvious that I'm a tourist. Huh? I don't know if that's obvious or not. But it's obvious I must be, since I'm walking around filming, then I must be. So now, let's see. When we walked down here before, we were over there. We came right down in there, over that way. But now, we're on this side. So there's a fishing boat. If you want to see what one looks like, we won't bother anything. We won't go into it or none of that stuff. But we just come by here and show you what the inside of a fishing boat looks like. So that is it right there. If you can see anything in there, that's what it looks like inside of a fishing boat. Okay? And the fishermen work back here in this area. And I imagine they have hatches where they put the fish down inside, more likely. So, okay, so that's the fishing boat and another one. I hope you're enjoying this video because this is absolutely a gorgeous place down here. One of the most wonderful sites you can go to in Nova Scotia. Such a beautiful, all the little harbors here and the fishing boats and all this stuff. And like I said, they're not just for show, they're actual fishermen's boats. There's where they throw the fish in that box in the back there. Okay, isn't that nice? Okay, we'll come over here and take a little look out across. There's the ocean right out there, the Atlantic Ocean. You just go out to this sheltered little cove and you'll be heading out on the ocean. No wonder they like it in here, because look how sheltered it is. You just come in through that little opening and you're sheltered. The water in here is calm, but out there it's rough and waves and cold. All right, we will continue on. This is exciting. If I wasn't videoing this, I probably wouldn't even walk in here. But I figure since I'm making a video, they wouldn't mind me walking in here and showing things. I always like these signs, and I'm always interested in them because sometimes you can pick up a little bit of information. Yeah. All right, so did you know? See the red and brown Irish moss along the low tide mark. You may not know this, but Irish moss contains carrageenan, well, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, which is used as a thickener in many foods you are eating, including ice cream, chocolate milk, and salad dressing. They use that, what do they call it? Irish moss. They use Irish moss as a thickener in all these things. Wow. Wow. Yeah, maybe you never know. When we get over to where we're looking out over the ocean, maybe we'll see a whale or something. Sometimes you can see whales, but not always. There's no guarantees we'll see a whale, but we might. So we'll get back up onto the boardwalk again here. Well, I heard they were doing a lot of upgrades out here to make this place look a little better, and they certainly did. Certainly did do a good job. And they did a really good job on these upgrades, what we've seen so far. So we're going to be going on up the hill and spending some time where the lighthouse is. Might even go down the rocks a little bit. We can take a crawl down the rocks. There's a lot of rock here. Look at this. Everywhere is rock. This place is built on rock. Everywhere, even where there's moss growing and a little bit of grass, it's rock underneath of it. It's rocks everywhere here. And many a ship has been sunk by running aground on rocks. Got to really know your waters and try to stay out of the getting hit. Hitting a rock, a jagged edge will go right through your boat, and that's what you don't want. Many people have lost their lives going out to sea and out fishing. A lot of fishermen have lost their lives. I don't know if there's a monument in here or not. I know there's one up at let's see if I can get my tongue around Mahone Bay, up that area. There's a monument to the fishermen who's lost their lives. It lists them all on this monument. Artesian, meet the Artesian Co-op, meet the makers. Locally made handcrafts by local artists. Hags on the Hill, Artesian certified. Okay. The lighthouse is right over there, but we're going to finish our walk around here before we go to the lighthouse, because I think you might want to save that for last. And there's some other, there's another place up here. It's got washrooms as well. There's no shortage of washrooms here. That's a restaurant and bar. Looks like a nice spot to spend a couple hours. We brought a picnic lunch with us today. We're going to actually eat down on the rocks. I'll show you our picnic lunch too when we go to have that. We brought egg salad sandwiches. We brought watermelon, fresh strawberries that we picked in Kentville not very long ago, which I made a video of that. I think it's up. I think that video came up yesterday of our trip to Kentville picking berries. So we will be eating some of those berries today over here. Okay, well, we just walk around a little bit here, and then we'll go right around that building because it'll come right back to the lighthouse. Now, a lighthouse was a very important thing. If you don't know anything about living on the coast or marine life or riding on a ship, a lighthouse was a very important thing. It will keep you from running onto rocks coming in, and it'll keep you away from the rocks. And you can spot a lighthouse out over the water quite a ways. So it served a useful purpose, but nowadays it's still good, I guess, to be there. But everybody's got marine GPS, and it'll show you where all the danger spots are and rocks and things like that. So we won't go down in the parking lot any further, we'll just cut up through here. So the Atlantic coastline is dotted with lighthouses. Many of them now are no longer operational because they don't think we need it anymore. But there's a lot of ships out there, and a lighthouse is still a good thing. Now you're going to see some more construction over here. This place is getting a major overhaul. It's not done yet. There's the rocks, which are going to try to get out on those rocks after a little bit here. They got some of this, yeah. They get some of this fenced in because this is where they're doing the construction. So a little bit of it we won't be able to go in today because of the work they're doing here. We're supposed to be building a walkway right out over the rocks, so people, when they come here, if they're handicapped in some way, they can get out over the rocks and take pictures and stuff without putting themselves in danger. And
good to have her out though.
hi.
Hello.
So we can't go that way today, so this is as far as you can go in here. So we'll have to go around the fence because it's pretty much contained right here. Okay. I think you can walk right around the whole thing and get over to the lighthouse. So it's going to be a major job right here. You're going to be able to go right out over the rocks on that, through that building. I suppose you'll go through the front, and maybe you go out the back, and there'll be a platform right out over the rocks. So if you're in a wheelchair or on crutches, or you don't have to be denied your fun of looking out over the rocks, because as it is right now, you got to be able to climb on those rocks, and not everybody can do that. So look at the people out there on the rocks. That's a favorite thing to do when you come to Peggy's Cove, is climb on the rocks. But one has to be careful, because you can get swept right out into the ocean if you go down too far and a big wave comes in. So we got to be mindful of that. Don't go too far down. Anywhere it's black, that means the water comes up there, and you shouldn't go there. All right, well, I guess we can go this way. We're on the other side of the fence now. Next time I come out here, it might be all done. For sure it will be for next year. All these things will be offered here next year, and there'll be food places and all kinds of stuff like that to do. My wife and my son are over here somewhere. I may run across them before long. They came over here to look at I see them. Okay, so this is a little hot dog stand. It's right next to where we're going to have our picnic lunch. So we thought we would come over here and get a hot dog. And our picnic table is right over there. That's where my son is. So we're going to be going over there soon. And I want to show you the berries that we brought too.
Oh, so where do you think? You can come sit on our lawn.
We're going to sit right over there where our son is.
Oh, that's your son. Okay, I was going to say, if you want to sit on our lawn, you're more than welcome.
Nah, picnic table's better.
You sure?
Yeah.
There we go. Alright. Well, it's lovely to see everybody out and families.
You're going to get some advertisement. This is going on YouTube.
On YouTube? Oh no.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel.
Do you?
Yes, and he's been doing a lot of different things with YouTube, and
Oh, you have to let me know which one it is.
it's Halifax Walker.
Halifax Walker.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Well, hello everybody. And it's a beautiful day down here in Peggy's Cove. I've met these beautiful people.
And these are the best foggy doggies in the country.
In the world.
In the world. In the whole world.
Oh, that is very
Number
good.
one, look, here's the menu. She got foggy doggies, seaside sausage, and village veggies.
Thank you, Jim.
So we're going with the foggy doggies. I think that sounds good.
Oh, that's nice. Thank you very much. Well, I hope my hair looks all right.
Oh, I think your hair will be fine. I had a mishap when we first got here. I was walking along, and the ground tapered off. And all of a sudden, I was on the ground. I got to cut that piece out.
Oh, dear. Oh, yes, that would be good on YouTube.
Yeah, I got to get that, straighten that one out. But
All right.
anyways, I'm not on my gimbal anymore, just on my camera, so it's a little jerky.
So we're off.
But
Are we off YouTube now?
No,
We're still on YouTube?
it will go on YouTube.
It'll be
No, but are you
good.
still filming?
It'll be on Monday. Yeah, it's still filming. Yeah.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it'll be
Okay,
on
well,
Monday.
thank you, everyone. I hope I see you down here
Yeah.
at Peggy's Cove and you can see the
Look.
beautiful view.
Look at it on Monday, anytime after 10:15 a.m.
And it's the Halifax Walk.
Halifax Walker. I got like 90 videos on there, so
Wow!
this one will be called a trip to Peggy's Cove.
Lovely. Do you have lots of people on there? Do you have a good...
Oh yeah, I have 377 subscribers so far.
Wow! Excellent.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. And enjoy, and I hope I see you again.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Enjoy Peggy's Cove and
Yeah.
happy Canada
So
Day.
same to you.
Thank you.
So when you come to Peggy's Cove, you can't miss this hot dog stand. Come down here and buy a hot dog. Support the local business.
Thank
Don't
you.
forget to put ketchup on your
I
doggy.
Oh yeah, ketchup. Okay, on that note, I'm going to sign out. Bye for now. I was talking about how it can be dangerous here. Well, I stepped in a hole. We're probably going to have that piece cut out. I stepped in a hole and I fell down and lost my balance, and a couple of nice young ladies ran to my rescue, but I got a little bit of a skinned knee, but other than that I'm okay. But I'm pretty sure they're going to cut that piece out because my phone was going all over the place and wouldn't be that entertaining to see. So we're going to leave that piece out. So there we have the famous Peggy's Cove Lighthouse. This is great, these walkways they got in here now. You can go anywhere. Absolutely a wonderful place. Okay, let's walk out on the rocks a little bit. I gotta be careful though, because I can't look at my lens, because if I do, I'll trip on something here. These rocks are they're fun to walk on, but you really gotta watch what you're doing. Okay? Did you ever see anything like this before? If you've never been to Peggy's Cove. Isn't this amazing? But I gotta go down a little bit more, being very careful not to fall. You don't want to do that. All right. We just came down over that. Isn't this nice? This is it's an unusual place. You don't see too many places that look like this. With all these big rocks here. And I have never seen a place look like this ever, anywhere else on this planet. There may not be another like this. Well, we'll look right out over the ocean. And we'll look out over the ocean, see if we can see anything, but I don't know if you're going to see any ships out there or... I want to go over where we can see the waves crashing against the shore. Right, so we'll go back out, being careful not to fall. Skinned my knee. I skinned a little bit, but it wasn't bad. It didn't bleed or anything, just skinned a little bit, but that's okay. I think I can recover from that. So we'll go right up to the lighthouse and have a look at that up close.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Probably see bumped up.
Us two, we're fully vaccinated as well. We'll do like a yearly thing.
I get my second one tomorrow. Five. No, I okay.
We got to get ourselves so we can look right out over the ocean. Well, here's the lighthouse. It's a lot bigger when you're down here than it looks. I'm seeing my own reflection in here, and it's very hard to see. What's actually in front of me, because all I can see is my reflection in it. But we will go over here. Here's a good spot to watch the waves crashing against the rocks. We'll be careful not to go too far and fall down over here. It'd be very dangerous if it fell down over those rocks. You probably wouldn't survive. So let's have a look at the waves crashing against the water. And now over the wide open ocean. Sometimes you get really big waves. I'm going over here because they're getting a better spot right there for big waves. When I come back up, we'll see if there's a plaque or anything on that lighthouse. Yeah. Does this look like fun, walking all over these rocks out here? It is kind of fun, something that you can have a lot of fun doing, but you have to be really careful because you don't want to fall and go down over the hill and bang yourself all up on the rocks. So you got to be really careful here. I want to go down where you see the waves crashing in on the coast here. It's always like some places are worse than others for the waves. So you got to go where the waves are hitting the hardest, right down in here. All right, so. All right, now we'll get a good look from here. Can you hear the waves washing in? The roar of the ocean? This is where the waves hit pretty hard right here. There's what they mean by the black rocks. Don't walk on anywhere it's black. Look, a wave has come right up to here. So you got to really be careful because a big giant wave doesn't come in and come up here and wash you right off the rocks because it's happened before. You got to be very, very careful. I'm just looking to see how long I've been going here. 27 minutes so far. There's one little spot where we'll cut out the part where I stepped in the hole back there and almost lost my phone. But I managed, but it was flying all over the place. You wouldn't want to see that, you get dizzy. So we're going to cut that little piece out. You won't even see that. I think I was smart putting on my jacket because this would definitely be cool down here. Isn't this wonderful, just standing here watching these waves come crashing in here? Look at the force of the water here. I'm going to zoom it up a little bit so we can. So you can see the waves right up close. Alright, try not to move it around too much. Now you get a little quiet, and then you'll get another big wave. Oh, there's a good one. But none of them have made it all the way up over that big rock yet. But I know they do because of the water stains. Now I'm going to zoom this back out. Okay. Well, they made it all the way up to there. Let's go down just a little bit more. And maybe we can see some waves go. You can't go any closer because it would be dangerous. Ooh, look at that big wave. Look at that, right up over. That's how far it came up. Wow. You know, we can have a beautiful warm day inland, away from the ocean. You get right down by the water, the temperature is a whole lot different down here. Look at this. Well, I could stand here for hours and watch this, but I need to show other things. My wife is calling me to come back. I'm coming.
You're too close to the water.
It's all right. I wanted to.
You're supposed to be stay up here on this
I
rocks.
know. I'm the daring type.
Yeah, but a person who can't swim should not be that close to the water.
No, well, I wasn't on the black spots.
Yes, you were.
I was close.
The black spot comes all the way up there, dear.
My wife is trying to keep me out of trouble, but I don't know.
For someone who can't swim, shouldn't be that close. I want to take my bag back to the car.
Okay. Where's Sean?
Up there waiting for us.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I think this is a good route.
Yeah, go that way.
Okay, we each taking a different route. I'm going this way. She's going the other way. Have you found a place where we're going to have our picnic?
Not yet. I'm going to go back to the car first.
Mm-hmm.
Then I want to come back up here and walk around on the rocks a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not hungry yet.
Oh, I see. Okay. One more look up at the lighthouse. There. Well, we made it down the rocks and back up safely. No mishaps. You know what's my biggest fear is I'll misjudge the distance.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Take care. Okay, see you. Nice talking to you. Yeah, you too.
See ya.
Yeah.
Well, we're making our way down over these rocks. Almost back to the walkway. Well, there we are. Back on the walkway again. Enough rock climbing for one day.
No, we'll be rock climbing more yet.
Are we?
I just want to take my backpack back to the car.
Oh, yeah. My wife was out doing a bit of photography today, too. She's a part-time photographer, so she likes to bring her camera equipment and take pictures. It wasn't so much a video, but pictures she's taking. She might have done a video, too, but I don't think so. It's just pictures, mostly.
should be in front of me
Why is that?
because you're videoing.
Oh. That's going to be nice when it's all done here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's brand new there. I have a feeling that to be the observation spot they were talking about
It is.
building, yeah. And a lot of work is going in here because they got this all fenced off out here, so I'd say there's plans for this area as well.
We're back.
We are here.
No, I haven't ended it yet.
No. All right, so just go show one more picture of the lighthouse and swinging around. There's not much more to see than this right now. And let's see, we'll just end it looking out over the ocean. How's that?
Hello.
Hey, Tony.
What are you doing here?
Same reason why you're here?
Yeah, just to get out of the house.
Get out of the house.
So my wife found some visitors behind us that she knows.
Ooh la la, fancy.
So anyways,
Is that your husband?
That's my husband. That's my son, Paul.
hi.
Hey, you were the guy that was stalking our dog, weren't you?
Yes,
Down there?
yeah,
Your dog's
I
on YouTube. I'm
yep,
like, right on.
Yep. Yes, you are.
Yeah, he does YouTube videos and stuff.
Oh, nice.
So anyways, if you like this video, push that like button. And if you're not yet a subscriber, push that subscribe button and you won't miss any videos that comes out. All right? And if you're really generous, you can hit that bell and for all the notifications. Okay, on that note, bye for now. Happy Canada Day and have a wonderful day. Hope you get the privilege of coming to Peggy's Cove one day soon.